You know, for most of my Look at Me Play Guitar videos, I've always recorded on a separate audio system and synced in post. But camera audio, at least for the cameras I use, has been getting better. So I decided to see what I could do about plugging straight into the camera. I went through my microphone collection and came up with these Schoeps CMBI mic amps, hooked up my MK41 hypercardioid caps, plugged the result straight into the Lumix GH5, and we're going to take a little shot at a Look at Me Play Guitar video using the Schoeps CMBIs and the GH5 audio system. I arranged the mics in a spaced pair with 90-degree angle between them and about 7 inches between the capsules. I used a Shure A27M mic bar and A53M shock mounts. The capsule is a Schoeps MK41 supercardioid. It's a classic for close-mic'd acoustic guitar. But the wonderful thing about the CMBI mic body is that any Schoeps Colette capsule will work on these bodies. So you have Omni, you've got wide cardioid, you've got cardioid and figure 8. You can do just about any mic array out there. Schoeps created a flexible cabling system with a 5-pin DIN connector. They put these on the mic bodies, they used them to create a junction box, and then extension cables that also use this 5-pin DIN, at least on one end. On the other end, you can have various connectors, although for our purposes, a stereo mini plug is what I'm using here. If you use a single CMBI body, use just the extension cable, and you'll get the mono signal on both sides of the stereo pair wherever you plug it in. One little problem: these cables are out of production, but you can find custom cable makers that can create something that's equivalent. Schoeps still provides detailed documentation on their website with the specifications, operating instructions, battery specs, and wiring diagrams and cable wiring for the CMBI bodies. I had my cables repaired by VARC Audio. You can find them on the web. And they also created a pair of cables that take the CMBI 5-pin DIN on one end and a 3-pin XLR on the other. This is handy if you're going into a recorder with an XLR input, but be sure you don't apply phantom power to the CMBI bodies. That's something that Schoeps warns against in their documentation. The batteries for the CMBI mic are readily available. The original designation was 4SR44, but I found the equivalent Duracell 28L to be readily available, like at my corner drugstore, and they seem to work well. Here's a closer look at the CMBI mic amp with the MK41 supercardioid capsule attached. Here's the power switch. If you're facing up the mic, you move it to the right, and that turns on the mic amp. But you won't see a light, the little status light, unless the battery is running down. When that light comes on when you turn the mic amp on, it tells you that you have about 8 hours at the most of battery life left. So you can probably finish your session, but you need to go out and get a new battery. If the light stays on whenever you turn the power on, that indicates that the battery's almost dead. Ordinarily, there's no indication when you turn the mic amp on, but you get a little brief flash when you turn the mic amp off, like we did there, but I'm sure you can barely see it. To change the battery, you just unscrew the body. It comes open and leaves a space for you to install a battery. That's all there is to it. Screw it back together, put on the capsule that you like, plug the other end into your favorite recording device. Just don't turn on phantom power. So there's the look at the Schoeps CMBI mic amps. If you want to hear the result of a recording with them, you can go to my YouTube channel, YouTube youtube.com/Fran Guidry, all one word. That's where I put my slack key guitar videos, and the video that I recorded with these CMBIs and the Wingert guitar and the Lumix GH5 will be posted up there. I'll also put a link in this video description down below so you can get to the video if you want to hear it and judge for yourself how well the CMBI bodies worked in this situation. So aside from that, like as always, I hope you found this useful.